Greetings and welcome to the first ever blog by me, Lily Stark. Hi everyone. This is just a bit of an experiment to see whether I can do it. First of all, whether I can make and produce a half decent video blog, and also if you guys have actually got any interest in seeing that. It might be something that you're just happy enough to see my pictures rather than see me talking blah at you for 5-10 minutes, however long this takes. A little bit about myself. I am a tattooed model. I've got around 4 years or so experience now, probably a bit more than that, maybe heading up to 5. And I've done a bit of everything during that time. Obviously when I first started out I did lots of like group shoots and got to know lots of different photographers and models and learned from them and expanded upon that. A couple of the things that I have done to show like extremes, I guess. One of them is I've done some posing with some lovely Land Rovers in the middle of the Derbyshire hillsides when it was a blowing gale and I was freezing my bum off. It was really fun. And the other side of that, I've also done modelling for latex designers at Skin 2, so I get to wander around and see some very nice fun looking things, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go back next year and have a play myself. And then I've also do quite a lot of work with like lingerie and pasties and things like that, which I do quite enjoy pasty works because it shows off your figure and hopefully encourages other women to be a bit more brave and just get them out. And then on the other side of that I've done some more macabre stuff, one of those being where I had a dentist device in my mouth that held my mouth open. I don't really think they use it anymore. It's probably considered more of a torture item these days. And that had me with a face completely painted white and like Marmite and cream falling out of my mouth. But it doesn't look like that. It looks much more deadly and like spewing up something god awful from deep inside my bowels. Yeah, so I've done like a good little mix of everything. Kitten just attacked my foot. That wasn't very nice. Outside of modelling, when I'm not like getting my pools on, I am a trainee body piercer and tattooist at a place called Mr. Personalities in Sheffield. That's where my fiance, the tattooist, also works, so it's kind of like how I've managed to get my foot in the door. And well, hell, I get paid to inflict pain upon people and put shiny things in them. What's not to like about that? It combines all of my favourite things. Then also, like, it's usually something that you can come across me doing, which is one of the reasons why this is a little bit tricky, is that I'm always like jigging about and always usually dancing away to myself or just getting it down somewhere. So don't be surprised if you do come across some pink-haired woman claiming to be a model who is just dancing away in a corner looking like a slight mentalist. I do know what I'm on about. I just like to dance. 2012. Welcome to 2012 and happy Valentine's Day to those who just enjoyed it. It's going to be the year where I make a really big push. Hence this, I suppose, is start up. The idea being this year that I will get myself out there and published and everything as much as I possibly can. A couple of those things, so, you know, kind of a recognition to myself that I'm actually getting there a little bit, is I'm in the process of getting signed with Spirit Model Management, which is great. They are an awesome company. I'll make sure I put a link to their website on this when I've uploaded it. Then I also took part in a music video for Exile Parade. They're a indie band and the song was called Movie Maker. That was great fun. I got told off for being inappropriate with one of the cameras. I really want to get hold of the footage for that just because it'll keep me amused for hours and maybe even sneak it up to you guys too. Then I'm also going to be doing my second feature for Chic Lifestyle magazine. It's a local magazine and sorry, it just went out of focus then, I wasn't sure if you could still see me. it's a local magazine, and they look at like the fashions and everything that are going on at the moment, what's trending, where's good to go out, everything like that. So last time I was in there, I was modelling for Bang Bang Vintage, which is one of our local vintage stores, just to get a bit more profile for them. They had some gorgeous things. They had a beautiful massive fur coat that I got to wear, and lots of really nice like warm wintry jumpers that are all fuzzy and cute. This time it's going to be a feature on me. You know, local talent and everything else like that, but we're going to look at it in a slightly different way and do a bit more of a high-end thing for it. Hopefully make it a bit more Kate Moss, I suppose, would be the way to go for it. So it has that certain like high look to it. And I know that I've got Sweet Delirium jewellery on board with that one, so that's great. I really like their stuff, so hopefully I'll be able to do it justice and get it out there into the magazine for them too. Another thing that I'm really happy with, which is actually also thanks to Spirit Model Management, is in April I'm going to be down at the Alternative Fashion Week. Yay! I'm going to be modelling there for the Wednesday through to the Saturday there, so that's going to be a great opportunity for me to get to see a lot of hopefully up and coming and very current designers that are, you know, that are into the stuff that we're into, that have all the latexy things and have all the pin-up clothing, and you know, get away from this norm stuff for a change. And then also something else that I've got that I've just waiting for the prints to come through to the post actually. It is kitten's been a little bit of a bugger. Yeah, should be naughty, aren't you? Oh, it's really angry. Doesn't like it when I'm talking to the camera, not paying him attention. Something else, I've got my prints that are on their way now. Yay! It's a selection of all of my favourite images, but I've got permissions from most of the photographers that I've worked with to be able to get prints. So if you go on my website and you see something that you don't think is available, just drop me a message, and then by all means I can double check that I've got the permission and we can get it out to you and you can have me up against your wall. What I have got, what have I been doing? Well, last week, that saw me visiting the fantastic Jez Brown Photography and Sarah Doo-Wop, I believe it is. I always want to say Whoop-De-Wop, I'm not sure why. Sarah's Doo-Wop-Do. She is a makeup and hairstylist. She specialises just in more the pin-up style. Hence why we worked together on the Jez Brown zombie shoot and had the big victory rolls and things like that. Just amazing work with the hair. And I had also got hold of a few bits from Pearls and Swine for it as well. The goal for that particular shoot was a pin-up spacey shoot. So if you think communicators, ray guns, space heels, and then like throw in the Pearls and Swine gear as well, it was pretty sweet. Just looking at the time, I don't want to keep you guys here for ages and think what the hell. So we were there and we got all the bits out and we were getting on with it quite well. It all looks really, really cool. I put up a little sneak earlier, like I think it was a couple of weeks ago now, just so that you guys could have an idea of what I was looking like. One of the things that happened while we were doing that, I took all the things out from Pearls and Swine, popped them all down, and Sarah found the feelers, which is like, it's a little fascinating piece with some feelers coming right out that you can bend round and stuff. If you think like the Tick or things like that, then you're pretty close to what they look like. Sarah picked them up, put them on her head, and then straight away just announced to us all, like, I feel complete. And when we're all done, decided to give Pearls and Swine a quick call, and they said that she would be able to have them, which made her so happy. She didn't take them off for the entirety of the shoot after that point. After we got through that little thing, Jez was trying to balance on his puff, so that he could try and lean back and get like the height and everything like that. Nearly fell off so many times, but the pictures were looking pretty good, so it was worth it all in the end. After that, had like a play about with little Suki. She's not that little, she is an Alsatian, but she's so sweet, and you like play about with her and she's like, oh mama, and going off at you all the time. She is enjoying it, I promise. And then we decided, because we're all absolutely starving by this point, that we would all head out to a restaurant that they mentioned, and it was a Mongolian restaurant, I believe. It was really good. They had all the foods and everything laid out, all separated. You got to pick them, and the key thing for me was that you got to pick the kind of spices you had in it, and it would tell you which ones would go with everything else. And it just meant that you had a better idea of what you were getting, rather than sometimes when you go to a restaurant you're kind of guessing and hoping for the best. But that one you had a really clear view. And then we took it over to the guy, and he like chucked it down on this really huge, like the other thing I described as probably a hot plate of some kind. Swirling it round, flipping it all together, and like made almost like an omelette out of it, even though it was just like noodles and vegetables. And then we scoffed it, and it was lovely. Yes, that's what I got up to in the last few weeks. What I have got coming up is on Sunday a shoot. It's going to be along the lines of Suicide Girls, so if you think sexy, soft lighting, but we're going to throw in a bit of a twist with all that, with a photographer called Starwinkle Photography. First time working with her, really like her work, so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to pull out some really great shots. I'm sure we will. If all those failures, boobies are going to be involved, so you can't really complain that much. Everyone loves boobies. And then on the Wednesday I'm going to be shooting with One Click Photography. Again, first time that I'm working with him as well, so that's going to be a new experience. We're aiming to hopefully get some really nice high-end looking photographs from that particular shoot, and we're involving a few different designers. We're going to have some lovely latex by Rubber Monkey Latex, and then we're going to have some darling accessories that have been made by Rockabilly Baby, and then also by the Treasure Chest. I've got them through from the Treasure Chest, really cool. And then the other ones I should be able to get through pretty soon. And then the very next day I will be staying local for a change, and doing a bit of a shoot for Chic magazine, which I mentioned earlier on, so that'll be nice high-end stuff, and a little bit of an interview of myself. I've already done the questions for that. I'm never very good with the questions. I always worry I'm either not saying enough or saying far too much. After all of that's done, I've got quite a few other things coming up, but we will have those come along as we go, and I will have a chat to you all about them. That's really it for this one. It's gone a little bit longer than I expected to be honest. What I would really like from everybody is if you could just give me like a little bit of feedback. Did I talk too much? Did I move too much and ruin focus? Was any of it of any interest? And next time I am going to be doing Q&A. So again, if you do have any questions that you would like me to answer, then just pop them up on the feeds or drop me a message with them. You could put it on email if you like, info@lilystark.com. And well, lastly, before I sign off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that I've ever worked with, and there are so many of you. It would be impossible to list everybody right here and now, but I hope you all know who you are, and I hope that you appreciate how much I do honestly well, need everyone's support, because if you guys didn't come to me in the first place and say that I was doing a good job, then I would have stopped more than likely by now. And if I didn't have photographers and designers and everybody willing to work with me, again, I probably wouldn't have been achieving what I was wanting to. So just thank you. But yeah, that's everything, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!